Hi folks, welcome to the Prepared Homestead. This is Travis. Thank you all for stopping by to watch. So there's a lot of stuff going on this weekend that may indicate that this next week could be a little on the crazy side. I mean, we all know it's a big show anyways, a doo-doo show, but there's definitely some things happening that, I mean, it could just all be a distraction. It could be a big old bluff. It could be, some kind of false flag. Who knows what's going on, right? I mean, we live in clown world now. But a lot of people believe that tomorrow morning the stock market's gonna go in the tank. There's a lot of experts out there saying that they believe there'll be a big sell-off and could be a crash similar to 1987. So we'll see if that happens. Cryptocurrency is definitely selling off today. Bitcoin is down about 5%. Ethereum is down about 13%. XRP is down about 8%, if that means anything to any of you. So that's happening. And then, of course, the last week there was also a big sell-off on the stock market. Now, not really any news or anything from the Trump administration on that. I mean, there's been stuff in the news about certain countries contacting the Trump administration saying, hey, we're willing to back off on our tariffs if you back off on yours. But so far, the vast majority of them, like I said this morning, have been small countries. I don't know that it's too significant for us. Most of the larger countries, especially China, but also European Union, has said, nope, we're gonna do the same. It's on. And there's information that this was just in the news, so who knows? The news is all fake anyways. But saying that there's people talking off the record in the White House saying that how things have worked out with the retaliatory tariffs and the economy, the stock market, was not part of the plan. That the Trump administration did not expect the stock market to sell off and go crazy. So who knows? But that is, we'll see. I mean, we're just a few hours away before tomorrow morning hits and the opening bell. And of course, there's also the fact that a lot of people don't really care. It's a bunch of billionaires. That's right? Well, actually, it's also a bunch of people's retirement accounts, and so who knows if this is gonna be the big one. But there's more information that's going on this weekend. So this is, I think, the bigger stuff. So stick with me on this one. News is reporting that the Trump administration contacted Benjamin Netanyahu of Israel and said, you need to come to the White House for talk because we have some information and you need to come now. Well, Benjamin Netanyahu said, and I'm paraphrasing, but he said, well, we've got Passover, a big holy day coming up. Can we just wait and do this after Passover? And the Trump administration said, no, this is very urgent. You need to come to D.C. Now, of course, this could all just be a ruse, but I mean, they do have things called telephones and internet, and you can't tell me that they can't secure a line between America and Israel. If all this that I'm saying is true, that must be quite a big deal, something really important for him to make that long trip, because it's not a quick trip to Israel, from Israel to DC. Goodness, get my mouth working here. So that's interesting, and they said it was very urgent. It needed to happen quickly. Now, also, Israeli government officials are saying that they have intel that Iran is planning a surprise attack on Israel. Well, that's a big surprise there, right? So they're getting their stuff ready. Iran is saying that they believe that Israel and the United States could strike them at any moment. So they have put their entire military on high alert. And everything is just tense right now. Now, I know. You can say, well, this kind of stuff has sort of happened before, and it'll probably de-escalate, and everything will be okay. And maybe that still has the biggest chance of happening, but this thing of Bibi running to Washington, D.C. at a moment's notice because apparently the Trump administration has some big stuff to tell them, and it's that urgent, that's different. That's different. If it was just Israel saying, oh yeah, we got some intel that Iran's about ready to bomb us, okay, tell us another one. But this is different. Now, let's play this out. Let's say tomorrow, I'm just hypothetically speaking here, but let's say tomorrow that the stock market does take a major nosedive, and it goes off 20-25%, which is what they're saying it could do. And there's just pandemonium, people are going crazy. It's all over the news. Retirement accounts are being drained. There may even be a little bit of a run on the bank. People may be running to pull their money out, buy gold, get rid of their crypto, all kinds of stuff. Crypto takes a big old huge plunge. And then there's this attack on Iran because they claim they have solid intel, like those big old weapons of mass destruction, that Iran is about ready to make its move. I would be shocked if that's true, that Iran is about ready to attack Israel. But hey, it doesn't matter what I think, right? We could go into a major economic decline, a market collapse, and a war, all within a matter of days. I think everyone needs to kind of wake up to that. I truly believe that they want the economy to go into a nosedive. I think that's what they want. They want that kind of correction. And I think that they hope that whatever their plans are, they can pull it out and build the economy back up again. Maybe they can, but I'm not holding my breath for it. Because even if they do, it could take years for this to recover. I think they want to get rid of the dollar, because if they get rid of the dollar and they switch over to cryptocurrency, they're not as beholden to the Federal Reserve. I think that they want this to all go down, and that's part of this whole Great Reset plan. That's part of all of the stuff that we've talked about for several years now. And it's quite possible that this next week could be some major shifting and changing. May not happen. I mean, I'm not making a prediction. I'm just saying that the stars are aligning. The things are lining up for certain to make this a possibility. So I would definitely be watching. I mean, if this stuff all goes down, if Israel and the United States starts attacking Iran, who knows what might happen here in the United States? There could be sleeper cells that go active. Just a lot of stuff. And I don't think it's nothing. I think there's something there, and we all need to kind of be on our toes and get ready for it. So get your houses in order, folks. Be ready, because this week could be a crazy one. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next video.